Hey guys, this is my second video. I just did it the same day. I'm back with a story time, and as you can see from the title, you'll know what I'll be talking about. So, I was in like 8th grade, and I lived in these apartments, and it was like all the way up this tall hill. And so I had this best friend, and she lived all the way down the hill, like past the park, and then it was her apartment. So we've been best friends since 6th grade, so, we're 8th grade now, and we both moved to the same part of town, so, we're chilling, and, so she has this little boyfriend, and she wants him to come over, so I'm like, my mom's not here, let's do what it do, like, let's chill with the boys or whatever, so, she's on her way, and she has her little boyfriend with him. I guess they're riding the bike or whatever. She's on the phone with me while they're on the way over, whatever. She's riding on the back of his pegs or whatever. So she's on the way, and I'm like worried, like it's about like 2:30. My mom doesn't get home till about 4:30, so I'm like, okay, we got enough time. She can chill with him, because her mom was at home at the time. So I was like, you know what, it is what it is. You can just come to my house and chill. So they're on the way, and then they get there about like 2:50ish, 2:50, 3 o'clock. So we're out chilling and stuff. So I look outside, just randomly looking outside, and why do I see my mom? So I'm like, oh my god, like, my best friend can come over whenever she wants. But the thing is, I have to tell my mom when people are coming over before she gets there. People cannot be in the house, like, without her being there, or without her knowing first. And I hadn't told her. And so she's on the way. She's literally on the way in the house. And I'm like, oh my god, like, what should I do? So the way it was built, like, you come in the door and you go up the steps. As soon as you come up the steps, it's my room. Then it's my brother's room. And you go a little bit down the hall. It's the bathroom. Then my mom's room. So I'm like, oh my god, she's going to see this boy and my best friend leaving. Like, so, like, when my mom hit the steps, like, getting out of her car, I told the boy he had to go, like, I don't understand this, but he parks his bike right in front of my door. So, like, when he's running out and getting on his bike, I hear my mom say, did you come out of my house? And I'm just looking like, oh my god, what's he gonna say? He didn't say anything, so it just kept going. So I'm like, okay, maybe we're cool. So, she coming in, I'm like, hey mom, trying to be cool. I'm really nervous. So, at this time, my best friend's mom was calling her saying, where are you, And she's lying saying, oh mom, I'm at the mailbox. Knowing this girl is 15 minutes away. Remind you that she rode on a bike here, so with her walking, it's more like 30. Okay, so her mom's like, where are you? Blah blah blah. So she's telling her she's at the mailbox. Really, girl, the mailbox? Okay, so whatever. So my mom goes in her room, and I see her going to her bathroom. She had a bathroom in her room. I hurried up and snuck my best friend out, down the steps, through the front door, and she's on her way. So at this point, I'm like, whew, we're all good. At this time, my mom had a partner, and which meant that I had 2 stepbrothers, and everything went well. Like, a couple days went by, nothing happened. So on the way home, I'm calling her, and I'm like, okay, hey best friend, like, how far are you? How are you doing? Oh my god, I'm not gonna make it. She's like, I'm not gonna make it. And I'm like, dude, like, you need to run. Like, you cannot walk. Like, you told her you was at the mailbox. Why would you say that? You should have told her you was, I don't know, walking around the block or something. So, so it's about like 10 minutes in, and her mom's still wondering where she's at. So, she's like, I think I'm gonna get a ride from someone riding down the street. And I'm like, why would you do that? Like, just run. Like, why? Don't get a ride from a stranger. What if you never make it home? Like, I'm scared. I'm like, bro, like, don't do that. So she's like, Lex, like, I have to do it. Like, I have to get home. And I'm just like, okay, you know what? At least make it an old lady or something. Listen, you can probably beat her down, if something happened. Pick the old lady. So I'm like, okay. So she finds this old lady or whatever, and she jumps in the car with her. And she drops her off at her house. So she got home about 10 minutes in, or 15 minutes into this. Okay. So she gets to the house. She checks the mailbox before she goes in, so she can have some milk. So she gets in. Okay. So we're all good. She made it home in a reasonable amount of time. I didn't get caught, so I'm like, okay, we're good. A couple of days later, my mom comes to me and she's like, so did you have some dudes in my house? And I was like, Mom, like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then she's like, what? Because my stepbrother, let's just call him George. She was like, well, George said that you snuck your best friend over and you had a boy over. And I was like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, because my mom was supposed to get off early. She got off early or something. I'm just like, what the hell? So, so I'm like, I'm still playing dumb, like, but I'm scared, I'm like, oh my God, like, did he have to do that? So, like, I'm nervous. I'm like, oh, I hope she don't find out. I hope she don't call her mom and, like, ask her, like, why was she checking the mailbox for 15 minutes? Like, go and, just, okay, so, I don't know. So, like, she asked me again the next day, and I ended up telling her the truth or whatever. I didn't get into that much trouble, but my best friend ended up getting in trouble. And her mom was heated, because she was supposed to get her hair done that weekend, and she was supposed to go get braids or something. So her mom, she ended up calling me and saying like, hey, my mom's not even gonna get my hair done because of the situation, and like your mom told her everything that happened about the boy and everything. I'm like, okay, well, we just gotta deal with it. Is what it is, like, So when my best friend finds out that her mom is not getting her hair done, she runs away. Oh my God, like, this girl is crazy, but like, I don't know. So she's calling me, this is the next day, she's calling me, she's like, Lex, like, I'm crying, my mom says she's not getting my hair done, I cannot walk around like this, like, she really has me messed up. I'm like, okay, so, maybe you can get it done next week, or, whenever the punishment is over, or whatever. And she's like, no, she's not getting it done for probably a couple months, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, like, you can't do this to her, you can't do that to her, She's like, no, I wanted this, I want blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, like, girl, like, okay, calm down. You don't gotta run away. Like, it's not that serious. It's just, you can find something to do with your hair. Like, so she's like, I'm grabbing my Hello Kitty backpack, because she loved Hello Kitty, like, so much. So she's like, I'm grabbing my Hello Kitty backpack, girl. I made 2 sandwiches. I got a Rice Krispie treat. I got 2 juices in the water, and my charger, and whatever. So she charged her phone before she left, and I'm just like, don't do this. Like, you put me in a bad situation, because then your mama gonna call me, like, where the hell my daughter? I don't know, shit. And I'm on the phone with you. So I'm on the phone with her the whole time, like, literally. This was like 3 hours. So she's walking, like, literally walking out of her house, walking down the street, just don't even know where she's going. She's just walking. So then she gets tired. It's probably about like 5 o'clock now, and the sun it was daylight saving, so it'll be the sun was gonna set soon. So she's like, I'm so tired, girl. She was like, I'm sitting under this tree trying to get some shade. I'm hungry. I ate all my snacks. I'm like, well, you need to take your ass back home. Like, what are you doing? And she's like, no, I can't go back home. She got me messed up, thinking she grown. So this girl, she just on the way, just walking, thinking she going somewhere. And then, so her phone's dying. So she's like, dang, I gotta walk to like a fast food restaurant or something, so I can charge my phone. And I think she only had like $8. Like, really, $8? Where were you gonna stay with $8? So she has like $8. So it's about like, her mom gets home at like 5:30 or something. So her mom's texting her, like, she's like, oh my God, my mom's texting me, like, where am I at? And I'm just like, I hate you, don't text me, blah, 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 blah. And so, like, her mom starts calling my mom. My mom's at home, and I'm in my room, so, my mom does not know what's going on. I don't want to tell nobody. I don't want her mad at me, but I'm like, dang, what, something happened? Maybe I should tell my mom, blah, blah, blah. So my mom comes, so her mom called my mom, and they're talking. She's wondering, like, has Alexis talked to my daughter, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, my mom comes in, have you talked to your best friend? Remind you, I'm on the phone with the girl, so I put her on mute or whatever. And I'm just like, no, mom, like, I ain't talked to her. Don't know. I seen her at school, but I don't know what's going on. This girl is like an hour. She's an hour into walking. Like she don't know where she. I don't even know where she's at. She's walking like gone. Like I don't know. So I'm on the phone with her the whole time, and she's just like, "Best friend, what am I supposed? You're supposed to go back home. Why you just trying to run away?" So then, I guess like it's about 8 o'clock now, and her mom starts calling her, and she's like, where are you? Like, why are you not coming home? Like, what is the big deal? Like, what is the problem? And she's just like, Mom, I'm not coming home. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, I think, you know what? I think you should tell her where you're at, and I think you should go home. So, after a while, it's like probably 9 o'clock now, really dark, like 9:30. She finally tells her mom where she's at, and she picks her up. And when I tell you, all I heard was ba 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 ba. It just sounded like she was beating the mess out of her. Like, I'm just like, wow, like you should have just stayed at the house and just didn't get your hair done. Like now your mom beating you up, like. And I ended up hanging up, you know. And I just told her like, hey, you know, just call me back when all this is over, like, you know. I feel bad, like maybe I should have told her, but then you don't want to tell on your best friend, like you can't do that. So, you know, that's why I chose to stay on the phone with her the whole time. But I'm just like, bro, like, girl, you be doing some crazy stuff. So all this happened just because she snuck away in my house, and they talked and she got caught, and so she wanted to run away because I guess she couldn't get her hair done. I don't know. But listen, she was crazy. That was my best friend though. But yeah, that's my story time on when my best friend ran away. And yeah. So yeah, I'll be back with another story time. And see you later.